know if you are struggling to leave your 9 to 5 or if you are already an entrepreneur, but being able to build an income stream can really give you a lot of time and relationship freedom. My name is Jenny Hansen Lane, and that's what we talk about on this channel is creating skill sets to monetize to change our life. You guys have followed my journey. Specifically, I decided to really commit to documenting my KDP journey, and you guys have seen my success for that. And I wanted to share my 8-ish income streams with you to inspire you to think about what your income streams need to be. And this is just mostly a tutorial kind of about identifying the right income streams for you because it's different for everybody. You guys have heard me talk about, like, I set up an Etsy shop and it's just not exciting for me yet, and that's okay. So when we talk about identifying the right income streams to build, there's a couple different things that I want to cover. And that's the examples of common income streams, brainstorming additional potential income streams, and any factors to consider when we want to build an income stream. So for me, I always like to do something that's based off my interest, my passions, and something that I'm potentially interested in learning. A potential skill set leads to money. So if you learn a skill, you can monetize that. I promise you, almost everything in the world is monetized. Someone told me yesterday, you need to sell a course about how to lose 60 pounds because that's what I've done in 2 years. So there are so many different ways to do that. And we're going to talk about that in this video because if you can be independent in your financial success, then the ability to do your dreams and live your dreams is much more closer. Okay. So I have a big regret at this time of this recording this video, which I needed to document because I want to look back and say, I'm so glad I documented this and I made amends with myself. My regret is that I didn't keep up on my writing skills. I wrote a book about authenticity and I've had a couple different private blogs in my life. And I am an art graduate and I took writing classes, but I didn't work on it every day. And I work on it in different ways, but I really regret not really identifying this as a income stream. So I'm here to make restitution with myself. Like, I'm going to write more, and the platforms that I'm going to be doing that on is Twitter and Medium. And Twitter is just a social media platform. It's a place for me to find traffic, to find more people that want to learn how to build income streams. Okay. So I'm using Twitter as a traffic source to get more people on my email list. And I'm using Medium to build my brand. I'm going to share KDP advice and articles on there. If you go to medium.com/@ Jenny Hansen Lane, that's me. That's the same with Twitter, at Jenny Hansen Lane. Okay, so I am, as of like April 1st, 2023, I am working on Twitter. I am posting at least once to 5 times a day, sometimes more. And I am going to be writing an article every day on Medium to figure out how to monetize this skill set because I regret it. And it is an interest, it's a passion, and it's a gift that I have. And I haven't been honoring it. And I want you to think about, that's why we talk about identifying the right income stream for you, because you know that there are areas of your life that you're living beneath your potential. I can't tell you what they are. You know in your gut, and you know that there are skill sets that you lie in bed at night or you think about, that would be so cool to make money from this. There's things and passions and interests that you have that can help other people, and that's a monetized skill. Okay, so when we talk about identifying the right income stream, base it off of who you are. You're a powerful person and you need to lean into that. Okay. The bonus to this is that I'm going to be repurposing this on my blog for my personal brand, and I send this to my email list. So if you're on my email list, then you'll see this development. I'll talk about Medium too on the channel because it's going to be another skill set that is monetized, right? So examples of common income streams, you guys see them all over because you obviously identified KDP as one of yours, but every social media platform has the chance to become an income stream. And we know Amazon, even eBay, there's a lot of different places where you can go to essentially make that money. And you just have to pick which one you think speaks to you the most. It seems like right now, a lot of things are video, vertical, short form. If that doesn't work for you, maybe it's medium, maybe it's writing, okay? Maybe it's KDP full time, who knows? Um, Other income streams, courses, services, consulting. This is something that I have done. Real estate, this is something that I have done. So you want to be able to brainstorm additional potential income streams. And there's definitely things that I've thought about that I haven't even touched. But it begs the question, what are you good at? Right? Naturally, because that's the easiest barrier to entry. Maybe you're an illustrator. Maybe you like making coloring books. Maybe you like drawing. Maybe, what are you good at? Make a list of what you're good at. And then, what skill set do you want to learn? I've always kind of had the writer in me, but it's time for me to step it up and be more prolific. And that's only going to happen by writing more. So think about, write down, what skill sets do you want to learn? And what is the risk involved with each? Because each is going to require your time. And we're going to talk more about risk a little bit later in this video. I want you to ask yourself, are there difficult barriers to entry? We know, like real estate, it can be difficult to own property. It doesn't happen for people. Much of the world doesn't have the opportunity to do that. So, yeah, the difficulty, the barrier to entry is so high. But like KDP, you don't even have to pay to sign up, right? Medium, you don't have to pay to sign up, but you need to be a good writer. So like a barrier to entry might be like you're not great at writing. So just think about those things as we continue through this video of the different options. The factors to consider when thinking about a passive income stream is, for me, is platform independence. I lost sight of this in 2022 because I had all the skill sets to make money quickly on KDP. I recognize that. I recognize my success was not normal. To gross over $35,000 in my first year with low content and only one written book. I know that, and I allowed it to become a weakness by not working on other platforms. So then when my account was suspended and reinstated, like, it reminded me how important it is to be platform independent. And so skill sets allow you to be platform independent. Okay. And so think about that, to be able to have platform independence. That means no matter what country bans, no matter what social media platform, you still have a way to make money. The risk and reward and the actual work are factors you need to consider. I think that's why KDP is so attractive, is because the risk is, well, you think it's low and the reward is high, and you just got to follow the framework to add the right keywords and make a pretty book. But for me, like, the risk was actually higher after I hit 10K months. It was something that I had to evaluate. So here's an overview of my income streams with a little bit of background, so you know more about me than just a girl who is mastering Amazon ads and building passive income with KDP. I have a fine art degree, and I used to do wedding photography and videography, and I lived in New York City, and I was flown around the world to do CrossFit videos for a gym. And then I just was like, I really want to be close to my family. I moved back to Utah and I bought a house by myself. This was my second house that I bought. My first one I bought with my dad, but he soon did not want to do investments that tied him down. So 2013, I bought my first house. And then I met my husband on Facebook, and he was a real person, and we got married. And so in 2014, we got married and I rented out my house. Okay. So my income stream, real estate, it's been going on 10 years now. Okay. And we could do a whole video on real estate if you want to see my journey with this. And you would need to tell me in the comments, like, I want to hear about your real estate journey. Because all these things kind of blend into each other. And that's why it's fun to have more than one income stream. Okay. At the same time, I'm doing wedding photography, right? And I learn about being able to sell royalties. I meet a man in Canada that he did a bunch of photography of his kids making gingerbread houses, and he sold them to a grocery store for $13,000. He gave them all the rights, commercial rights, to use them in their marketing, everything. So I started learning about photography royalties and submitting, taking pictures, doing things with my kids, all different types. There's lots of different places that you can submit your photography. And now with drone footage and aerial, there's so much crazy work out there. It's beautiful. But I am with an agency in New York City. And Amazon Associates, that's something I signed up for in 2018. And you need to tell them where you will be promoting your link. You're not supposed to put your Amazon Associate link inside of your Amazon books. It's supposed to be digital only. So if you have a website, this is a great place to do this. If anyone clicks on your link for a product you're talking about and they go on to shop, you receive royalty of everything that is in their checkout cart. So I've gotten paid on someone buying tires, which who would think that, you spend $800 on tires on Amazon. So this is an income stream that I've had for 5 years. The photography one has been 7 years. And I didn't mention this because this income stream's not as, photography, I took a step back. And so I don't do as much one to one. I put this as income streams because I wanted it to represent things that are ongoing. And with all of these income streams that I'm sharing, it's important to remember that what you put into it is what you get out. So when I share these 8 income streams with you, we're going to be able to evaluate which ones I'm going to be spending the most time on this next year, and I'm going to share that at the end of this video. Okay, courses and consulting. This is when I knew I wanted to do something more than photography. I really wanted to help people and educate people. I'd taken education teaching classes and things like that, but I never did any like certificate or anything like that. But I started teaching people. I launched a course, the authenticity course, which I'll show you at the end, and I learned Facebook ads. So that was a skill set that made me money. And I launched courses on Facebook ads and how to be authentic online. Okay, so this was a lot of my life changed for me in 2018 when I met my first millionaire in my town. She's one of my good friends now, and she was 27 years old. And so that really was like a paradigm shift of like, oh, I could have a different life. Okay. Then 2022, I was thinking, well, what about another income stream? So that's when I found KDP. And if you guys see the real estate, I documented a little bit, but not a lot. But like all these other income streams, I never took time to document that. And I regretted that. And so that's where I was like, let's put this on YouTube and let's document it, at least for myself. And if I can help other people, that's great. And holy moly cannoli, like you guys have seen all my failures. There's always more failures coming too, right? Like I could have a whole video playlist of my failures. But Amazon KDP was 2022, and that blew up. I'd never had one where I was like, wow, look at this. And because I documented the journey in 2023 of this year, I became monetized on YouTube. And now I'm like, well, how do I grow this one? How do I grow this one to match the Amazon one? And then I was invited and accepted into the Amazon Influencer Program, which I'll have more videos on. It's brand new to me, so I don't have a lot of updates. But any of these, I want you to say, please do a separate video on real estate. Please do a separate video on courses. Please do a separate video on YouTube. Please do a separate video on Amazon Influencer. Like there's something that you're like, oh, I have this interest, I have this potential skill, passion, like I'm interested in this, Jenny. You need to put it out in the air and tell me. Medium writing, I just got on Medium and I've written 4 articles and I'm working to get monetized. I have to get 100 followers on Medium. If you want to help me reach that goal, send me your Medium URL, send me your Medium and I'll follow you. But these are things that so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So in last year, we were able to buy a second rental property. This took us, you guys, do you see this difference? This took us 9 years. Took us 9 years. And it's okay. Like, it's just a reminder that things that can change your life can take longer. And I need to remember that with my YouTube channel. I need to remember that with my KDP and all these new income streams that I'm working on. So that's been important for us, for me, my husband, But all these other ones on this list is like Jenny solo. I am the neglected child trauma girl that's like trying to be seen and heard and wanting to do it by impacting other people. I'm wanting to unlock other people from the pains and struggles they have and help them live their dreams by building skill sets. So I'm calling my shot. This is my dream goal, is that I want to use my writing to scale everything else. I want to be able to, tweet. And then when my tweet is really resonating, that I'll put it on my newsletter. If you guys are on my email list, you'll see that coming, to blogs, to articles. I want my next book to be better on KDP. I don't want to just launch the book and be like, oh, I got it for number one for a week. Like, I want it to last longer. I want my legacy to not be a launch, because that's what the authenticity book was. It didn't blow up, and that's okay. It was my first one. I can't expect it to blow up. Like, it's okay. I want to coach other people to set up income streams, and I want to buy more real estate with all of the profits that I have. So this requires the long game, which is kind of painful because KDP totally gave me some dopamine hits, like boom, boom, boom. This is, it changed my life, but also it gave me troubles of like, oh, platform independence. That is so important. So if I could tell any of you, don't rely just on one income stream, right? Platform independence. I want to do a whole, like, I want my legacy to be, Jenny talks about platform independence, because when you have an email list, it doesn't matter if TikTok is shut down in America. It doesn't matter um, if Medium does not pay you out in your country. That's a thing. It doesn't matter because you have your own email list, because you built a skill and you empowered somebody else. Okay. So, potential income streams to research. I have a friend that told me about some of these. Facebook, if you do reels, you can get monetized. And TikTok, those are things that if I'm already doing YouTube shorts, then I can repurpose. So, it's not that difficult if I want to build those, but I need to learn those platforms. My dream goal is just to help other people essentially have courses where you learn a skill set and you can teach other people. You don't have to wait 60 days to get paid for something that you can teach somebody else. You can get paid out in 2 days with Stripe or PayPal. And that's really, really what I am focused on for 2023 and on, because out of this list, it has been the most empowering, and it requires me to grow the most courses and consulting, because I'm always trying to figure out something new. I'm always trying to help people overcome. So learn from my mistakes by following my YouTube channel. Stick with me as we make sure that we have assets that are platform independent. And I've been thinking about this idea that if we can all do that, what does that mean, right? What does that mean to be able to do that? And that's what this channel is about. This channel is about building those income streams that change your life. And there was something else that I wanted to mention. It has skipped my mind, but it's essentially like writing down, if you don't have your list of income streams, write it down, the dreams that you want, your dream goal. Like, I'll tell you, I want to work on the photography one because I've taken a step back. And you know what that meant? I took less pictures on my big camera of my kids, and I don't like it. My kids are my most valuable assets, and I want to document them more. So anything that you spend your time on, you're going to get dividends with. So I will not try to scale my Amazon KDP account to 20 grand. I don't think that I'll do that because I want to get my writing really solid this year. So, my extra time, I'm going to finish my Amazon ads course that my coach created and I bought. I need to finish that, and I'll check my Amazon ads every day, but I'm not going to add any more low content books until I get my foundation of my dream goal out. Like, more writing and really thinking about, does this serve me with platform independence? Now, building courses can be really scary, and there's because you've never done it before, but there's so many resources out there to get it going. I know a lot of people will put their course on Udemy or Gumroad. So there's a lot of really easy ways to get started. I use a platform called MemberVault. I've been with them since 2018, 19, the end of 2019. I love them. They're a little bit more expensive, but they are so customer centric. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. There's been things I've told them, you need to do this in the platform, and their software, the guy listened to me and did it. Like, they're really incredible. So I want you to build out your own dream goal income stream. And if you think this would be good as a masterclass together, then put let's do this as a masterclass, and I'll make it very affordable, and we'll go through a training about all the things to make sure it's a good income stream. And I've been thinking about this from my mistakes. Like, if I could rate an income stream on a scale of 1 to 5 based off of these things, what would it look like? If you guys are interested in that, say scale, like on a scale from 1 to 5. I don't know what we would say, but you want to see my chart. I guess chart is the right word. Make a chart, because there are some income streams that are really easy to start, but they're very platform dependent. So you have seen my journey where I was looking at pulling books off Amazon and selling them on my own, but that plan doesn't align with my dream goal of this, of coaching people and being a better writer in general. So let me know how I can serve you guys. And I can't wait to hear what your dream goal is. Please write in the comments what your dream goal is, what your dream income is. Love you guys. Peace out.